Dark forces are gathering.
Hello, Balthazar.
You've been chosen to stop them. Shock! Let's go train.
There was a piece in the original movie Fantasia called The Sorcerer's Apprentice, where Mickey Mouse is trying to supplement his chore duties by having brooms magically come to life and help him carry buckets of water. And everything goes wrong because he gets a little selfish with his magic instead of using it to help others.
We had to expand it, and we had to go further with it and develop it. And we did that by making Balthazar the Sorcerer 1,000 years old and having his roots going all the way back to Merlin and having that sort of European, Western, ancient magic coming out of England. And so that's how we just started adding to it and building on it, so we had a 2-hour feature film. from an 8-minute short or a 6-minute short or whatever it is.
Now talk a little bit about that scene, the mop and the broom scene, because you were getting the crap beat out of you there for a moment or two, and I was worried about you. But I know that this obviously pays homage to Fantasia.
It does. It's you know, there's one of the times in my career where I've really felt a tremendous amount of gravity and weight to what I had to do. It's like that sequence means so much to so many people and has done for so long that you have to approach it with a certain reverence.
The problem you run into is it's such a famous scene in movie history. Are you gonna be insulting the scene if you try? If you try to get anything like it, should you try to be different? But if you're different, are you just not honoring it? And all these things go through our heads. And it's not like, oh, we're just pure artists. No, we think about all this stuff. People are gonna hate us. Critics are gonna think we're losers. What do you do to make it different?
It's like serving blowfish at a sushi restaurant. One missed cut and the people will be poisoned, right? And so like this has to be pitch perfect, this sequence. And so a best case scenario, if I've done my job, I can pay homage and reference what Mickey does in this incredible, tremendous sequence. And then ideally, if I can, look for moments where I can maybe do my own thing too.
About the blowfish, did you know it's usually an actor that takes the gamble and eats the poison,
Really?
the fugu?
Really?
It's usually a Japanese actor that dies.
Really?
I don't know what that statistic is all about. Yeah, really.
That
That's a
is
true
a
statistic.
strange
Well,
statistic.
it says something about what we do. Like
Yeah,
we're
no
always
kidding.
trying to.
Oh, I'll eat it. I'll eat that.
Or the new adventure, like what will I learn from this?
Right,
Like,
right,
I'm that
right.
daring guy that's gonna play that part, and
Yeah.
That's like one of my earliest memories is sitting there watching it with my mom, and we were dancing around the living room like to the music, and it's so interesting. I think Fantasia appeals to everyone of all ages, and we all know the music, and I was actually really happy to hear that we kept the same song in Sorcerer's Apprentice, did our like modern take of it.
I'm gonna give you the basics. Strictly Sorcery 101. Put on the ring. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah?
Kidding.
Nicolas, I know that you're a big car enthusiast. I was surprised to hear that Rolls Royce was yours.
One of a kind as well.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Are you nuts?
I've lived many lives, let's say, and I was one time a car enthusiast, but now not so much. But in any event, what I want to point out was the Rolls Royce is an early 1934 Phantom, and that engine is the Merlin engine that was in the airplanes like the Spitfire and the Mustang. So the concept, the word Merlin, and those planes stopped World War II, so we're not all speaking German and blah blah blah. And so I thought, why don't we put the car in the movie so it would correlate with the idea that there are Merlinians at work. In this case, it would be Mitchell, who designed the Spitfire, Rolls-Royce, and they were the Merlinians that saved us from that kind of evil.
All I knew was that if I scratch this car, I'm in so much trouble, I had better not wreck it. I was so nervous the whole time. But that's why I was happy to have Nick drive it. If he crashes, it's his fault. Toby Kebbell got to do a lot of driving because we let Toby into Times Square and said, we closed down Times Square, and there's a shot where I said, all right, you pull up, you stop the car, and then we leave floor it. Just go.
They shut down Times Square from 47th to 54th. Totally shut down. All cordoned off, police cars, policemen, whole shebang. And I drove that Ferrari 90 miles an hour from the taxis, as seen in the film, we're all taxis, the car turns into Ferrari. 90 miles an hour. Zoom it down to where the camera crew are, pull up in front, Fred leans out the window, he shoots a lightning bolt, and then drove off.
awesome.
Unfeasibly incredible.
I can't imagine,
Yeah,
man.
it was incredible, man. Truly incredible. And they told me also, this is a boast, but they told me that Will Smith and Tom Cruise were the only other two that have had that happen, shut down Times Square so they can drive around it, be in it.
That's good company to be in.
Pretty good company,
That's
isn't it?
good company.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they let you drive any of the cars? And I know that.
No.
What?
I actually have driven a Ferrari in a movie before, so I was like, guys, like, I know how to do it. I could just take it for a spin.
Yeah.
But they went into it.
Come on, they closed down New York for you guys. You could at least, like, you know, open it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know. But no, not for me.
With Balthazar, I got this kind of rock and roll vibe. You know, was that something that you went on purpose? I kind of felt like you were channeling some Jim Morrison.
I mean, if Jim was in it, I wasn't aware of it, but it's whatever you want.
That's what I felt,
then
man.
that's exactly right.
You know,
that's the way I see movies. It has to be your own private connection with a movie. If I say anything that I was thinking, it impinges on your secret relationship with it. So I'm thrilled to hear that because I'm a huge fan of Jim Morrison.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn.